Hi guys, my name is Lou, and this is my first video, and from now on we're gonna have a many videos coming because people are asking me to do, videos about the things that I do, my life, my yoga practice. So, um, like I said before, my name is Lou, and I came from Brazil, and I live in Canada, Toronto, Canada. I have been here for 19 years, and I have been teaching yoga for 8 years of my life right now. And I started to do yoga in Montreal. I took my certification in Hatha Yoga and Ashtanga Yoga, and it was very beautiful there because I have a studio there. But then I decided to move to Toronto because my whole family is here. And I was giving normal Hatha Yoga classes, and it was very beautiful. And 3 years ago, I bought a head shop, which is, if you guys don't know what a head shop, it means that you sell paraphernalia for cannabis. So everything that has to do with smoking and cannabis. So we sell bongs and vaporizers and, papers, everything for smoking. And when I came to Toronto 3 years ago, I went to a class with a very special person. Her name is Dee Dussault, and she's the owner of Follow Your Bliss. So she's a good friend of mine, and now she is in California. And Dee, she was a Ganja Yoga teacher. I think she was the first woman to start Ganja Yoga here. So me, I went to do the class. I want to experience something new, and I'm telling you guys, I have like the best ever moment of my life. After so many years of practicing yoga, very normal, I smoked the cannabis and I was like, wow, it was just amazing. Everything, the music, Dee is amazing person, and she's still doing Ganja Yoga now. Like I said, she's in California doing her job there. And if you guys want to check it out, to Follow Your Bliss with Dee Dussault. And anyway, we became very good friends, and so she left, and after I bought the head shop, so I was giving normal yoga class, but then I said, you know what, I have a head shop here right now, I'm gonna do one Ganja Yoga. And I did it. And you know what, it was very beautiful. It was very different than the yoga, the normal yoga that I experienced before. Very, very special. And I decided to just work with a cannabis. So my studio right now is a cannabis-friendly yoga studio, which before we do our practice, you guys have to bring cannabis for me. We share a little bit in a vaporizer. Before I start the practice, we smoke a little sativa. And in the end, before we start the meditation, I give you guys some indica. So I divide the cannabis, and it was very beautiful to see the difference of working with this marvelous plant. Guys, what happens was, there is a lot of people, yoga is it's very, fashionable right now to do yoga and business and stuff like that. So a lot of people would go to another studios and they feel bad because they see a lot of beautiful women, skinny women doing yoga and with the very fancy mats and the things, So sometimes you want to do yoga, and some people smoke. They like to smoke the cannabis before to do yoga, so they would feel very bad to go to other studios, or feel paranoia because they smoked before or something like that. So anyway, and because they're not so flexible. So a lot of people come to me, they say, oh, I don't do yoga because I'm not flexible, but that's why you have to do yoga, because you're not flexible. So anyway, so it started to come a lot of people that were having bad experience before in the other yoga studios, and like I said before, guys, you bring your cannabis, we smoke in a vaporizer because we're not allowed to do the joints because of the smoking, the laws, stuff like that, no? So because of the building, so we share our cannabis in our beautiful bowl. So we use our beautiful Volcano vaporizer, which is, mwah, I think it's the best vaporizer. I love my Volcano, I really do, my big bag. So we share our cannabis before. And then what I started to feel, the difference between yoga before and after was, because you know what, we have a lot of problems in life, you know what I mean, like a lot of things, people are, running around to pay the bills, and everything is so crazy. Even to go to a yoga class, because you want to relax when you go to a yoga class, it's very hard. It's extremely hard in that 1 hour and 30 minutes or 1 hour that you have yoga, you unwind everything and all the things. even when you start your practice, and then you put your hands together and you start to work with your pranayama, with your breathing exercise. I'm telling you, it's very hard. You know, people still with the problems there. And I really believe from my heart with the cannabis, something else happened. You actually can separate there. You just with yourself. The plant has that magnificent way of you bring you, with this, inside your heart, so inside yourself, you know. So I thought it was very beautiful to see how people can completely disconnect with the world and start a beautiful practice before they smoke a little bit. You don't have to smoke a lot, just a little bit. What a way to put you there. So my studio is very beautiful. One day I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to do my next video showing the studio. It's very cozy, very low light. So you have your own world going on here. And I started to, another thing that I perceive too is that people start to get more flexible, doing short time of yoga. Because they're working with the cannabis, they were stretching more. The difference that I see of people that don't smoke yoga and the people that smoke yoga, I don't know, guys. But I feel that they are getting much further in the practice because they can just release whatever they have to do very fast. So the cannabis put already there. Men are getting very flexible. I have a man crying in my class. It's something very normal to see that. And you know what? It's very hard. You go to a yoga practice and you have to open your heart, and all of a sudden you have all these traumas, all the things coming out. So I think it's very beautiful what I'm experiencing. I have been meeting the most beautiful people in the planet, all my students and the people that come to me, beautiful people, just beautiful. I created this beautiful world for myself. And you know what? A lot of people think, they look at me and they say, oh, there must be just a bunch of potheads smoking and then falling in the studio. No, no. I invite you to come to my class to see how hard is the class and how focused you have to be. So it doesn't mean that you go there, you smoke, you know what I mean? So that's what I want to introduce to people, the responsibly way to smoke. You know, some people like to smoke a lot, some people like to smoke the whole day, some people like to sleep on the couch. You know what? We cannot judge those people. We can't, because I believe everybody on life is doing what they are supposed to do it. Life is beautiful for everybody. And you know, when you come to the class, you gonna smoke and you're gonna do your hard practice and you're gonna understand that maybe you don't have to smoke a lot because you started to work with honored energy, you started to work with your body, started to work with the pranayama. So I have been seeing a lot of beautiful things. And have a lot of beautiful students, entrepreneurs, business people, you know, so all kinds of, you know, how do you say, como é que fala? All kinds of...
people?
All kinds of people. Ai, não era isso que eu queria falar. Não era isso. Não era isso que eu queria falar. Como é que eu falo isso? Corta isso. Isso eu queria explicar. Não, porque o pessoal acha que é só maconheiro, né? Que é só maconheiro fudido que vai lá, entendeu? Gente, é gente que trabalha também, é trabalhador, né? Isso que eu queria falar, como é que chama? Entrepreneur, business people, né?
Business people, yeah.
Guys, there's all kinds of people that come to my class, but a lot of people... Você tá gravando isso aí, né?
Tô gravando.
Okay, a lot of people think, oh, it's a bunch of potheads that have nothing to do with their lives, and they go there and they smoke Ganja Yoga. No. I have a lot of business people, entrepreneur people, responsible people, beautiful people, people that have a normal lives like the other people that don't smoke cannabis. So before you judge the practice, think about your ahimsa, non-violence towards oneself and the others. Because this is a form of violence, you know, when you judge the others. So, like I said, I invite you guys to come to my beautiful class, to my beautiful home. And what else, Mateus? Okay, I will gonna talk in the next videos about a little bit about food, guys. I love raw food, but I cannot say that I'm 100% raw foodist, you know. So I for sure eat something that's cooked still, you know. And but I think I'm a very healthy being, you know. So I work in different ways. In the summer, I may be more fruitarian. And in the winter, I may cook a little bit more food, and I eat some meat in the winter, and a little bit more fat. And in the summer, like I said, I would be... Kika, não faz isso. Por que você tá nervosa? Então tá, fica aqui nervosa. Fica aqui nervosa. Fica aí nervosa. Nervosa aqui. Pronto, gente, pronto. Todo mundo parou nervoso. So we're going to explain a little bit how I eat, because there's a lot of people that know that I love to experiment with my body, and I have been in that path of yoga. I learned a lot from different people, from different beautiful people that introduced me to this healthy way of living. So I'm going to share with you guys my shakes, my salads, my soups, everything that I do, you know, and hope to inspire you guys, you know, to do the same thing, because it really changed my life. I think if you ask me the first step, how do you change your life very radically, I think is what you put inside yourself, you know, what you think, how do you feel, but the feel that you put inside yourself. So I think food is it's a very important thing, that if you are in the path of changing things, you have to really think what you put in your body. So I'm gonna share a little bit of that with you. Okay, guys? Beijo for everybody. Beijo in Brazil means kiss, okay? Lots of beijos, and subscribe in my new channel, The Yoga Teacher Creature, from the House of Yoga, Lu, The Yoga Teacher Creature. You can sign up. Beijo, beijo. Maluco, eu sempre tô com cara de maluca, né?
Okay, Mom. Why does everything get stolen from me?
What does that mean?
I like my headset, I like my earphones are upstairs, my big speakers.
Que eu tava usando.
But you didn't ask. You didn't call.
Eu ia falar depois.
Yeah, but
Só que eu tô usando a parada, depois eu devolvo.
you give it that me now, or you buy me a new